State of Georgia facing more surging COVID case numbers right before the holidays. Take a look here at the number of new cases in the past week. That's the section there in orange. Today we added another 9,500 cases since Thanksgiving. The average number of new cases each day shot up 372%. We're also seeing the number of people in the hospital jump up, although it's not climbing as fast as new cases quite yet. The number of new patients has nearly doubled over the last month. The number of tests reported actually dropped slightly today. That means our positivity rate jumped up well above 20%. Health officials like to see that number at that 5% range. Well, Christmas is less than 7 hours away now. We are facing a second Christmas during the pandemic, and there are families across the metro whose plans hang in the balance right now as they try to get a COVID test to safely gather with their loved ones. 11 Alive's Latasha Givens tonight checked in with testing sites. She's in Sandy Springs with the latest.
Well, this urgent care behind me is one of a few places open today on Christmas Eve. They offer a 2-hour turnaround time for results. And as you could imagine, they were outnumbered long before their doors even opened with people trying to get a COVID test. Brothers Dawson and Davis Vayner are flying out to the French Alps tomorrow to ski and need a negative COVID test to travel.
We got here at like 7:20.
They were told to grab a bite to eat because it could take a while.
Breakfast, brunch, lunch, and now we're gonna go on pre-dinner, and then we're gonna have dinner, and then probably a dessert, I'm assuming.
But we're now on hour 6 here, so.
We've listened to, I think, 3 of Drake's albums. We've gone through a couple of Jay-Z albums. 125 pages since this morning.
Okay, what book is that?
But it's all worth it for a negative test.
So we got here at 7:15 this morning, 45 minutes before the center opened.
Jeff Utz and his 4 kids have been trying to get tested since his wife's positive COVID test yesterday.
We spent 3 hours yesterday driving all around Atlanta area, and we couldn't get in anywhere. So we're just grateful to be able to get in here.
Jacqueline Goodall is hoping to not need a plan B.
With Christmas being tomorrow, that would be sad. So we're crossing our fingers that is negative.
Testing sites have been full across the metro the last few days, and Christmas Eve was no different. As of today, 4 counties, Fulton, Cobb, DeKalb, and Gwinnett, make up about half of all COVID cases in Georgia right now, and more than half of all testing. That's a switch from the Delta surge over the summer. 7 hours later, the Vayner brothers were finally called.
I mean, I think it's remarkable that everyone's going out getting tested. I think, it's just people are just trying to be respectful of others.
So if you're looking to get a COVID test today, your chances are slim at this hour. But the good news is many of the testing sites around the metro plan to open back up Sunday morning, some as early as 8 a.m., which is good timing for people who have to travel back out of town.
Latasha, that demand summed up by the fist pumps, people running in just to get a COVID test. Well, for the latest on the COVID surge here in Metro Atlanta and across the state, head over to 11alive.com. We're going to have much more as well coming up tonight at 6.